Generic greetings and welcome to Academia School Simulator. Today's beverage is a lovely cup of green tea with a hint of lemon. So Academia School Simulator is a game I've been getting back into as of late and rediscovering the game, checking out all of the new stuff, which admittedly there is quite a bit of, and overall just enjoying it and rediscovering it again. And I did a standalone video recently and a lot of people seem to enjoy that and requested that we do some more, and I thought, let's just jump straight to a series. I've been playing the game so much anyway, I thought that would be quite reasonable. And also I wanted to try something just a bit different, so we've swapped Prison Architect and an adult prison to a school game, which is pretty much just a kid's prison. So let's just crack on into it and we'll see what we can do. We're going to create the school and obviously our motto and logo and all of that sort of thing, and then we'll crack on with the building. I should point out that I am still getting to grips with the game, so this may not go well. We may lose the game at some point and go bankrupt or whatever later on down the line. However, we will do our best. And also, I should point out, it's not a tutorial on how to do things. It's probably more the opposite of that, how not to do something. In terms of our difficulty settings, we're going to stick with normal, but I'm going to put the money up to 40 grand because I find that's the thing I really have problems with. In terms of the other uniforms and school pet, we'll have a check at that out. Now we've got things like original, Japanese, United Kingdom, prisoner, military, Malaysia, China, Philippines, Russia, and then casual. We're going to stick, I think we're going to go with United Kingdom because why not? In terms of the school pet, I actually quite like that dog, so we're going to go with that as like Chihuahua or something. And then we got Principal. I've just realised that if we go for that uniform and the Reverend, we're going very, very Derry Girls, which is not a bad thing, but they've got some advantages and disadvantages. So ideal class size is plus 50%. The disadvantage is rebellious students, delinquency probability plus 10%. Okay, you know what? I think we will go with that. I was just going to go with the Principal and go default, but quite frankly, I think this just livens it up a little bit. Ideal class size plus 50%. I don't even know what the ideal class size is in the game, so there's already a bit of a stumbling block. In terms of the flag, I don't know why we have to select this, but there's obviously enough in here, but we're going to go with United Kingdom. In terms of the logo and the name and all of that sort of thing, I think we will go with, well, we'll change the palette to be a bit neutral in tone. And that's just the printer's broken, not a neutral tone. Let's go with, that'll be a bong, right? In terms of the icons, you can have all manner of icons. So you've got pillars, pineapples, a pirate, pizza. I mean, if you went to Omega and Pizza School, you'd probably be quite happy there. I mean, you could really make this bad. To be fair, if you're looking for a school and there's just food on it, you go, is that catering only, or... I don't know. Anyway, let's go with... Oh, there we got some Diamond King, Knight Queens. Yeah, you got the lot in there. Let's go with... There we go. I like that. Atom, Omega, and then music. Actually, is there a harp? I'm pretty sure there is a harp. Yes, I saw it earlier. Harp, and then finally want maybe an animal of some kind. Although I do like the... There's a griffin and then the dragon. Dragon, perhaps? Yeah, we'll go with that. In terms of the motto, we're going to go with Lorem Ipsum Generici. And the school name is currently Riley Lake. And what do we want? Actually, do you want a generi? Just generi are better. And school name. And no, that's far too big. Stuff plus teaching facility. Just teaching facility. There's something about that I quite like. And it does, the motto does fit, doesn't it? Okay, we're going with that. We're having fun already. Right, loading up. And we need to do all of the basics. So we'll need like an office, like a faculty area for the principal and things like that, and then the main body of the school. So I'll probably put that off to one side. Do you want to go with the basics of the game? I will say skip because I think I know the basics there. So at the moment, as you can see, we're in the build phase and we have 50 grand in order to build. We do have a to-do list, and you can see we currently have the build the principal's office, so that is fine because that's the grants that we have there. So We're going to probably put that off to, or just off to one side. I don't know which side it would be, but probably we're going to go with the right-hand side here. So let's go over to zones and then down to admin and then office. And the suggested size is 5 by 5. I'm not going to put it right on the edge. This is certainly not going to be like Prison Architect where I spend 40 minutes on the blueprint stuff. We're just jumping into it and starting building because I just don't have any great idea of exactly what we would like to do, what we need to do. So there's the office there. This will eventually be surrounded by walls and stuff, but for the moment we'll just have to do what we can. Let's go over to building and then to where would it be? Outdoor, no, walls, and then brick wall and stone wall. I do actually like the stone wall. I think it looks a bit better, but do you want to go with that one? Well, it's the same cost, so yeah, let's go with the stone wall. And already we have messed that up. Let's go along to there, down to there, and that's fine. We're going to go over to doors and then put the door on there. Over to floors, and you've got bathroom tile, kitchen tile, stone floors, wood panel floors. We're probably going to go with wood panel for inside here. And is that reasonable? Yeah, I mean that there. I mean that's a bit too like gym type stuff. Carpet would be nice, but we don't have it unlocked, and marble seems a little bit too expensive. I mean, what I like is that they all cost the same, so it is just an aesthetic choice rather than you have to pick certain things. Anyway, we're gonna go with probably the wood panel flooring in here, like so. In terms of the objects that are required, we need an admin table, filing cabinet, and a fax machine. So we're going to go with that in the corner there. It doesn't sadly highlight it, which is a shame. It would be nice if you would do that and was change the context of it. We'll go down to office then. So scrolly, there's the office, and we'll put a filing cabinet in there. And then a fax machine next to it, like so. We're going to go to staff and to principal, and then hire Sister Michael. And that should be that pretty much completed. What I will also do is go to, where is it? Zones, remove zone? No, it'll be in objects. Will it dismantle? And dismantle all of those trees and get them sold. That did not work. Why did that not work? Demolish. There we go, yes, and let them crack on. Because all of this you can get money off. So that doesn't look very nice because of the designation, but it doesn't matter. That's perfectly acceptable. So back over to do, we've got the admissions and make sure you have incoming students before starting. Okay, so we'll apply that and we will go, and it says interested 15, so I guess we're going to get in the maximum amount then. Can we just type in? Yes, we can just type in. Excellent. So we'll bring in 15 in total. I'm guessing that each time, I guess the maximum size would be, well, ideally would be 15, but we have 50% on that, so we could go up to say like the mid-20s, but we'll probably have a class of 20, I think. Actually, not unreasonable, I don't think. Let's actually go over to basic education. Do we need to select that now? I'm going to close admissions there, and in terms of grants we've got basic education, so build all of the standard freshman, sophomore, junior and senior classrooms. So let's close that, go over to department. I'm trying to think where it would say what the ideal school size would be, but I don't know. Anyway, so that's now placed up. Let's crack on and do what it says in the to-do list, which is build all of these classrooms. So over to zones and then to all, go down to that freshman, sophomore, yeah. So we're going to click on that. It says suggested size 8 by 5. I don't think that is big enough. We will alter that somewhat, but if we have, say, this is the delivery, we're going to have probably the walkway coming up here in terms of like probably size 4. Well, actually, we will use a blueprint at this point, so it's going to be 4 up to the main entrance, up to about there, and then we'll have a double door. And then it'll basically, this will be the main corridor, you see. In terms of the outer wall, this will be where the outer wall is. This is just a rough idea of like where things would be. And then the left-hand side, this is where we're going to just start having the classrooms. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's think about the size of the classroom. If we want to say get about 20, 20 is fine. So we want probably 5 by however many, but I like it verticals because you can just see more, that it's just better looking. So in terms of that, we'll go to objects, and actually let's double check the objects here. Over to the classroom, and we can see that the student desk is just a reasonable size. We can just literally put them in a row, can't we? So we're going to do just that. So in terms of blueprints, we will have our objects, and we'll have 5, 10, 15, 20, like that. That is reasonable, I think. And then whatever we need at the front, which I think is that, because it's a blackboard and like a teaching, is it a teacher's desk or something I think we need? I think so. Let's double check. It's a teacher's table, which can go there, and then the chalkboard, which can go there. Okay, I don't think that is unreasonable. I actually like it to be in the middle. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to place the chairs all the way to the end there. So back to blueprints, object outline, it's going to go to there. The wall will go up to there, and then along, and then that will be the classroom. Let's just remove that. Hang on, no, you need to go erase, and then erase that, and that's fine. Let me just go ahead and go to demolish, and just tell them to demolish all of these trees while we plan the rest out. So in terms of zoning, freshmen, the size for this is 8 by 8, and whoa, zoom out for some reason, and it recommends 8 by 5, so we're a little bit bigger than that, but that's fine. 8 by 8, and we're just going to plan off all of these here, obviously similar, well, it's not even similar, exact size as the other ones. And the advantage is, if we do need to make more classrooms, we can expand to the left. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to preemptively remove some of these, actually. Zones, building, no, zones, remove zone, those two, because blueprints, wall outline, the wall will come to there and then go along here, and then what we'll do is we'll have a gap, and then it'll go up like so, so we can have a corridor going down here to all the sides, because if we just go to the end with these rooms, we will sort of already bottleneck ourselves in where we can build. Back over to zoning here, and down to the classrooms. So we've already had the first two, so we need junior in there, which is 8 by 8, followed by a senior, and hopefully that will work there. No, it has not. So remove zones, remove both of those, and then go back down. I don't know why I can't just right click and get rid of it. It's not a thing. Okay, blueprints, wall outline. Let me just put the wall in there. Wall will go up and along and to there, and then we'll erase that bit and then that bit. So that's the size of those. Let's go ahead and build all of this. So objects, and no, do you want to do that first? I don't think we do. We want to probably put the walls in first. That's generally how you construct buildings. Actually, flooring first, but there you are. And let's go to the stone wall. The stone wall on the inside may look a bit dodgy, so maybe just the external walls, perhaps, or what? Beige wall, tiled walls, yellow, and then wooden. I mean, you wouldn't really have that on the inside, would you? But we just don't have the option. We don't really have the option to change up, so we're going to stick with the stone wall because, well, why not? I don't think between you and me we're going to lose sleep over it, are we? Or maybe you are. And maybe I'll wake up with a cold sweat in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, going, why didn't I use the beige? Unlikely. Let's go back to flooring here and over to the wood bit, and then we're going to place wood, 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 and then wood. We don't need to do this, by the way, but we are, because we can. And there's the, well, only real rationale you need. Let's go to doors, rotate that around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Already a lot of money spent, so yes, perhaps flooring is something that other people will have. I should have probably measured exactly where this principal office would have gone. If I just took a little bit more time in planning that, it would have lined up perfectly along there, wouldn't it? Doesn't matter, because what we'll probably have is a jut out and then go around and stuff. And I actually don't mind it being a bit like that. It'll be less boring. So over to our objects and student desk. We're going to rotate this around, and you need at least 10 in. So what I'm going to do is place, well, we're getting 15 of each student, so let's build that first. So that would be 6, 12, 15. Okay. Let's just do that. And there we go. Chalkboard right in the center. And then a teacher's desk. Right in the corner. Like so. Okay, max speed. Let them crack on into it. So as I said, this will be the walkway coming. Oh, there's the dog. Colin, the dog. And there we are. So you can see they're all putting the flooring in now. They do build it in. It seems to be like a micro stutter, and then if it's happening when I'm scrolling out, it just does that max zoom out there. Yes, they do it in the order that you've told them to do it. So you can see they're not building in the other the chairs or anything like that because the flooring was there first. I believe you can alter that if you check research here. We've got, I'll start researching basic facilities. We do have some micromanagement stuff here. Janitor routing, dumpsters, fast janitors, janitor range. There is something around here. It's like micromanagement stuff, but it'll be about. Apparently, if you go for the wind turbine stuff, you can pretty much just win the game by buying out the entire state because of the amount of money you get, but I do not know because I've not yet done it and probably won't, quite frankly. Anyway, that's now in. Oh, I didn't place the little bits in there. That's going to just eat away at my very soul and being, so probably best off sorting that out. So building, floors, over to the wood. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's go to normal speed. To-do list, we've now got, well, still basic education, but they almost completed that. But we have finished the research there, which is good. We've got social skills, calisthenics, school bus, student discipline, money manager. We'll go for money manager, because why not? And that unlocks the accountant, so, you know, we can bean count. And let's finish that off, and you can see it's actually, here, it's getting dark. Sort of twilight there, and back to the next day. This is still the build phase, so we have as long as we need to build this thing, and you can see the principal is going to come in and go to their office. We have lots more to build, but there you are. I don't know whether to just build a massive wall around the outside, and then put a wall around the outside and then, you know, leave it like that, or whether the best option would be to, while I'm nattering, let's go over to demolish and just tell them to demolish that and we gain money from it. 5 each, I believe. 5, yes. Yeah, do that or have it all just connected up to one thing. I think that's probably what we'll do, but we'll see. Over to the to-do list, we've got accounting, teachers, etc. We're going to go for accounting because, well, quite frankly, we have the ability to get that done pretty much straight away. Over to admin and then to a classroom. We will place that in as 5x5, down to the building there, and once again, looking for, well, I'm looking for the wall, but that wouldn't be there because it's in the wall section, and then that goes. Okay, there was a bit more of a micro stutter there, and I think the recording may have cut out. Continuing on with the office, as you can see, we'll go down over to the objects, and no, not objects. I keep forgetting that the doors are in the building menu. It's going to take me quite some time to get used to that. Now over to objects, and scroll down, office. Same thing again, fax machine, filing cabinet, and obviously the admin table too. In terms of the staff, we can then hire an accountant. There we go. They'll then go to that office. I'm not going to... Do you want to place the flooring in? Yeah, why not? We've got enough money. And hopefully that will not change. Down to building floors, and then some nice, lovely wooden floor. Lovely and warm. Well, perhaps. And there we are. So that should be that done. In terms of research, we've got money manager. We're going to get probably school cleaning. I think that's all of the basic ones there as well. This whole tree, to be honest, I haven't really researched in any great detail, but there you are. Experimentation and basketball court. I built up to the oval track, swimming pool. For some reason, that quite interests me. Like, that would be, I think, fairly cool. The Earth is 70% water, so these students need to learn how to swim. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know why the swimming pool. I think it's because when I was at school, the swimming pool was about 3 degrees above freezing. At least it felt that way. Anyway, it was probably 40% chlorine. So that's now done. Accountant's office is done, so that means that we have to get the teachers' second... What's that? Snack time. Oh, yes, that would be to build vending machines and such. The vending machines we will probably place in the canteen, which we'll probably build soon. I don't want to do the higher teacher one just yet, and there's lawyering as well. And that's quite actually easy to get. So let's go ahead and do that. So over to here, and I guess lawyer, discipline, lawyer up, which is there, and no, we can't cancel the research. That's not too much of a problem though. Let's go to the wooden floor here, and we know it's going to be a 5x5, which is fine. In terms of the walls, once again, all the way around the outside. You don't place any foundations in the game, it seems. It's just something you don't have to do. You just place the other stuff around it, which I don't think is I don't think it's a big problem at all. It just, you know, it does what it needs to do, and there you are. So I'm going to place that in there, over to objects, and for the third time today, we will place the fax file cabinet and the administration table. Oh, actually, I've already missed a little bit of flooring. Did we notice it? I think we did. Floors, wooden, clicky, done. Right, so that's now in. Let's go over here and start playing off what these rooms will be. So we do have a fairly big option here, and what I'm going to do is place a fairly big canteen, and I will state right now, I'm going to oversize. At least I think I'm oversizing the canteen. Canteen will go along to there and then across, and then 18. Is that a reasonable size? It's probably far too large, but we'll have it like that. We will go to a raise, and we'll have a double door there and a double door there, and hopefully it means that we just don't have to touch this thing again. We don't have to alter the canteen, and that should be fine. Now that's the size of the canteen. Let me double check over in the objects, and canteen was cafeteria. Cafeteria, food counters, and yes, they can be rotated. That is excellent. And those could go like across there. You've got a plate counter, all that sort of stuff. Serving up the chow. What's that one say? Dirty dishes go here first. Water fountain, water filtered for your health. Good. And vending machines. These snacks aren't healthy, but they taste so good. Students will get some health damage when eating from the vending machine. What is, like, nails in there or something? I have no idea. Anyway, let's go to blueprints once again. Wall outline, and I want to place the kitchen around here. Don't think we need it much larger than that, so that should be about right. You notice I'm deliberately making it a little bit shorter. I have no idea why I'm doing that, but for some reason it just seems okay. This is where we'll have another corridor that will go down to the faculty area, and then it'll do something like that. And that actually looks not too bad. I mean, it looks terrible, but there you go, that's in. Anyway, over to zones, and then to the office. We'll put the office in like so, and I'll let them crack on there. Actually, what I'll do is I'll build this canteen and the kitchen while we are waiting. At least I'll place the walls around the outside. Over to walls then, and we'll go to stone wall, and then down and around, and oh, that's a problem. I don't have any way into the kitchen from here. Now, is that a problem? I'm not entirely sure, but that's going to go across there, that's going to go down there, and I probably want like a staff door there and a staff door there, something along those lines. So let's do that once again, keeping the build one there. And double door, we will place the double doors in. So do I want to place it that way or that way? I think that way is more reasonable. Got a main entrance as well, which, oh, okay. Apparently that's a thing. Can that entrance go there? I guess it can. Although, are they going to delete that? Are they going to delete those two sections? I think they might be. What I'll do then, let's build the main entrance there, and then we can always place bits on either side if need be. Let's see what. No, surely there is fine. Let's see if they do that. They should surely. And he's doing it very, very slowly. I think they are going to remove that wall, aren't they? I think they might be. And you'll check. Layer up. Don't like that. Don't like that. Because of the look of it. And it does delete them bits there. Okay. We now know. That's fine. So all I'll do is I'll just place it there. And I'll put the other stuff on. Over to walls. And place that in there. And maybe even put those either side. Nope. Can confirm that looks absolutely terrible in every way. Remove those. We'll demolish all of those while we're waiting. And I'm not too sure about that. I think it was actually better where it was. I'll check that later on. I won't care too much about that. There's that research finished for our a lawyer, so we should be able to hire a lawyer. And there we go. There is a lawyer. And that means that we have that now completed. We have snack time and we have hire teachers. We can do snack time. That is quite a reasonable one. Let's go over to objects, and I'm just going to search for vending machine, and it says place how many vending machines? A total of 4 vending machines. So I'm going to put the vending machines along here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's that done. That's another grand. And I think it's probably going to be home time anyway for the majority of these staff members. There you go. Just deleting all of these. Oh, hang on. Cancel that. And I think there's that one done. Hire teachers and nutritional needs. Cafeteria, hire cook, etc. So we'll pick that one up. And cafeteria. So all cafeteria, kitchen. So we need more ways in and out. Well, yeah, we definitely need more ways in and out of that kitchen, because at the moment there isn't any. There's no way in or out. Let's go ahead and floors. Don't want to put floors in? No. Far too expensive at this stage. But we really do need floors. In general, they're quite good, aren't they? I think we'll go with a bathroom tile and concrete. Kitchen tile, well, naturally that'll go in the kitchen. Bathroom tile is not going to go in here. I think the walkways will be concrete, and I think the canteen can be concrete too. But doors. Place a door there. Place a door in that way. Because I'm going to probably have the... no, I think we'll probably have them lined up either side, so that's not unreasonable. I think I want the 3 empty... a couple of empty racks there. Let me actually double check objects. Uh-oh. Oh, we're good. No, we're not. I was going to say, that's problematic. So, I think it's 3 long, the objects for here, for the cafeteria, the food counters. Yes, 3 long. So they can go along like that, but there, it would mean that you can't get in. If only it was a little bit bigger, and then you'd be able to go there and... Okay, so that'll have to do there, and we'll place the door somewhere around there. Actually, what we'll do is I'll place the door then. That's sort of made my mind up then. Place the door there. Back over to zones and to remove zone. Get rid of that and... Oh, sorry. The zoning was fine. The cafeteria zoning was fine. But the flooring was not. Where is it? Floors. Wood. No, we didn't go wood. Concrete like that. Okay, that's fine. So, cafeteria, kitchen, and 2 cooks. So, in terms of the cafeteria, objects, food counter can go in there. Plate counter can go in there. And you need benches and such. So, what's the rough layout? 1, 2, 3. That's not unreasonable. And then, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We'll place the benches in first. I assume, perhaps wrongly, that I don't need to rotate them around, and it just understands that benches, you know, you can sit on either side of them. That's I would say one of the great things about a bench is that it can spin around however which way you want, and you can yeah, sit on that either side. There you go. And got a little bit of a unused space at the bottom, but that's not too problematic, I don't think. If I shifted them down a couple more, would that function better? I think it probably would. And typical. It gets rid of the flooring first. Nice, that's exactly what I wanted. I was looking forward to redoing the entire flooring again. Anyway, so I think that is right. And I'm not going to be able to fit another one in, but we've got some space there for whatever we need. So let's just place these in. As I said, I'm not too sure if the rotation matters. I don't think it does, but there, and let's test. Bottom left, we know is rotated. what may be the wrong way, or maybe the game just doesn't care. Right, so that's in there. In terms of the kitchen floor, that can go in there. Kitchen floor will also go in that area, because we do need... Once again, I keep going objects for the door because, yeah, well, I do. Doors, actual door, like that. And, yeah, so they do change their priorities if it would be advantageous for them by the look of it. Kitchen floor, and there we are. Right, so we have got a very, very basic setup. 3 offices, 1 of each classroom, not fully furnished because we don't need it, and cafeteria and kitchen in. That, as far as I can tell, is the bare minimum that we require. So what I'll do is leave it there for this episode. Next episode, we'll finish off the kitchen and the cafeteria. We'll do the hired teachers grant, and then may just go start the school year and see how we get on. I think that's not too unreasonable. Obviously, we need toilets and things like that, but we can build those as we crack on into it. So, yes, we will see. Oh, actually, no, maybe we'll have to build those first. We'll decide next episode. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed the video and the series for what it is thus far. Comment in the comments, by all means, if you have any suggestions for changes, alterations, and indeed improvements, because I expect there'll be some. And by all means, drop them there. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.